Reading through the Bible in 1 year. Today, day 243. Day 243, we begin Nehemiah, chapters 1 through 3, and the book of Revelation, the 5th chapter. Day 243, English Standard Version, reading through the Bible in 1 year, beginning today, Nehemiah chapter 1. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hachaliah. Now it happened in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Susa, the capital, that Hanani, one of my brothers, came with certain men from Judah. And I asked them concerning the Jews who escaped, who had surveyed the exile, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said to me, the remnant there in the province who had survived the exile is in great trouble and shame. The wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates are destroyed by fire. As soon as I heard these words, I sat down and wept and mourned for days. And I continued fasting and praying before the God of heaven. And I said, O Lord God of heaven, the great and awesome God who keeps covenant and steadfast love with those who love him and keep his commandments, let your ear be attentive and your eyes open to hear the prayer of your servant, that I now pray before you day and night for the people of Israel, your servants, confessing the sins of the people of Israel, which we have sinned against you. Even I and my father's house have sinned. We have acted very corruptly against you, and have not kept the commandments, the statutes, and the rules that you have commanded your servant Moses. Remember the word that you commanded your servant Moses, saying, If you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the peoples. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though your outcasts are in the uttermost parts of heaven, from there I will gather them and bring them to the place that I have chosen to make my name dwell there. They are your servants and your people, whom you have redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. O Lord, let your ear be attentive to the prayer of your servant, and to the prayer of your servants who delight to fear your name, and give success to your servant today, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man. Now I was a cupbearer to the king. Chapter 2. In the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was before him, I took up the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had not been sad in his presence, and the king said to me, Why is your face sad, seeing you are not sick? This is nothing but sadness of the heart. Then I was very much afraid. I said to the king, Let the king live forever. Why should not my face be sad when the city, the place of my father's graves, lies in ruins, and its gates have been destroyed by fire? Then the king said to me, What are your requests saying? So I prayed to the God of heaven, and I said to the king, If it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor in your sight, that you send me to Judah, to the city of my father's graves, that I may rebuild it. And the king said to me, the queen sitting beside him, How long will you be gone, and when will you return? So it pleased the king to send me, when I had given him a time. And I said to the king, If it pleases the king, let letters be given to me, to the governors in province beyond the river, that they may let me pass through until I come to Judah. And a letter to Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the fortress of the temple, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall occupy. And the king granted me what I asked, for the good hand of my God was upon me. Then I came to the governors of the province beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent me with my officers of the army and horsemen, but when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite servant heard this, it displeased them greatly that someone had come to seek the welfare of the people of Israel. So I went to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. Then I rose in the night, I and a few men with me, and I told no one what my God had put into my heart to do for Jerusalem. There was no animal with me but the one on which I rode. I went out by night by the valley gate to the dragon spring and to the dung gate, and I inspected the walls of Jerusalem that were broken down, and its gates that had been destroyed by fire. Then I went on to the fountain gate and to the king's pool. But there was no room for the animal that was under me to pass. Then I went up in the night by the valley and inspected the wall, and I turned back and entered by the valley gate, and so returned. And the officials did not know where I had gone or what I was doing, and I had not yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, and the rest who were to do the work. Then I said to them, You see the trouble we are in, how Jerusalem lies in ruins, with its gates burned. Come, let us build the wall of Jerusalem, that we may no longer suffer derision. I told them of the hand of my God that had been upon me, good, and also the words that the king had spoken to me. And they said, Let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for the good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite, and Tobiah the Ammonite servant, and Geshem the Arab heard of it, they jeered at us and despised us, and said, What is this thing that you are doing? Are you rebelling against the king? And I replied to them, The God of heaven will make us prosper, and we his servants will arise and build, but you have no portion or right or claim in Jerusalem. Chapter 3. Then Eliashib, the high priest, rose up with his brothers the priests, and they built the sheep gate. They consecrated it and set its doors. They consecrated it as far as the Tower of the 100, as far as the Tower of Hanel. And next to him the men of Jericho built, and next to them Zechar, the son of Imri, built. The sons of Hashanah built the fish gate. They laid its beams and set its doors, its bolts, and its bars. And next to them Merrimouth, the son of Uriah, son of Hakaz, repaired. And next to them Mishullam, the son of Berekah, son of Mishhezabel, repaired. And next to them Zadok, the son of Baana, repaired. And next to them Tekoites, repaired. But their nobles would not stoop to serve their lord. Joiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshullam, the son of Bezodiah, repaired the gate of Yeshanah. They laid its beams and set its doors, its bolts, and its bars, and next to them repaired Melaeth the Gibeonite, and Jadon the Meronite, the men of Gibeon, and Mizpah, the seat of the governor of the province beyond the river. Next to them Uzel, the son of Harah, goldsmith, repaired. Next to him Hananiah, one of the perfumers, repaired, and they restored Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Next to them Repair, the son of Hur, ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, repaired. Next to them Jedaiah, the son of Harumph, repaired opposite his house. And next to him Hattush, the son of Hash-Abeniah, repaired. Malachir, the son of Harim, and Hashub, the son of Pahath Moab, repaired another section in the Tower of the Ovens. Next to him Shallum, the son of Helohush, ruler of the half-district of Jerusalem, repaired, he and his daughters. Hanun and the inhabitants of Zunah repaired the valley gate. They rebuilt it and set its doors, its bolts, and its bars, and repaired 1,000 cubits of the wall as far as the dung gate. Mechlaj, the son of Rechab, ruler of the district of Beth-Hachem, repaired the dung gate. He rebuilt it and set its doors, its bolts, and its bars. And Shallum, the son of Kol-Hosea, ruler of district of Mizpah, repaired the fountain gate. He rebuilt it and covered it and set its doors, its bolts, and its bars. And he built the wall of the pool of Shelah, of the king's garden, as far as the stairs that go down from the city of David. And after him Nehemiah, the son of Azbuk, ruler of half the district of Beth-Zir, repaired to the point opposite the tombs of David, as far as the artificial pool, and as far as the house of the mighty men. After him the Levites repaired Rehum, the son of Benah. Next to him Hashabi, ruler of half the district of Keilah, repaired, for it's his district. After him their brothers repaired Baviah, the son of Henadad, ruler of half the district of Keilah. Next to him Ezer, the son of Jeshua, ruler of Mizpah, repaired another section opposite the ascent to the armor at the buttress. After him Baruch, the son of Zebiah, repaired another section from the buttress to the door of the house of Eliashib, the high priest. After him Merimoth, the son of Uriah, son of Hagkaz, repaired another section from the door of the house of Eliashib to the end of the house of Eliashib. After him the priests, the men of the surrounding area, repaired. After them Benjamin and Hashub repaired opposite their house. After them Azariah, the son of Maasah, son of Ananah, repaired beside his own house. After him Binner, the son of Henadad, repaired another section, from the house of Azariah to the buttress, and to the corner. Pelel, the son of Uzziah, repaired opposite the buttress, and the tower projecting from the upper house of the king at the court of the guard. After him Pedaiah, the son of Perush, and the temple servants living on Ophel repaired to the point opposite the water gate on the east and the protecting tower. After him the Tekites repaired another section opposite the great projecting tower as far as the wall of Ophel. Above the horse gate the priests repaired, each one opposite his own house. After them Zadok, the son of Emir, repaired opposite his own house. After him Shemaiah, the son of Shechon, the keeper of the east gate, repaired. After him Hananiah, son of Shelemiah, and Hanan, the sixth son of Zalaph, repaired another section. After him Meshullam, the son of Barak, repaired opposite his chamber. After him Machil, one of the goldsmiths, repaired as far as the house of the temple servants and of the merchants opposite the mustard gate, and to the upper chamber of the corner. And between the upper chamber of the corner and the sheep gate, the goldsmiths and the merchants repaired. And now, Revelation, the 5th chapter. Then I saw on the right hand of him who was seated on the throne a scroll written within and on back, sealed with 7 seals, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals?" And no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth was able to open the scroll or to look into it. And I began to weep loudly because no one was found worthy to open the scroll or to look into it. And one of the elders said to me, "Weep no more. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has conquered so that he can open the scroll and its 7 seals." And between the throne and the 4 living creatures and among the elders I saw a lamb standing as though it had been slain, with 7 horns and with 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God set out into all the earth. And he went and took the scroll from the right hand of him who was seated on the throne. And when he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, each holding a harp and golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sang a new song, saying, "Worthy are you to take the scroll and to open its seals. For you were slain, and by your blood you ransomed people for God from every tribe and language and people and nation. And you have made them a kingdom and priests to our God, and they shall reign on the earth." Then I looked and heard around the throne and the living creatures and the elders the voice of many angels, numbering myriads of myriads and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, to receive power and wealth and wisdom and might and honor and glory and blessing." And I heard every creature in heaven and on earth and under the earth and in the sea, and all that is in them, saying, "To him who sits on the throne, to the Lamb be blessing and honor and glory and might forever and ever." And the 4 living creatures said, "Amen." And the elders fell down and worshipped. And that's the end of day 243. We began Nehemiah, chapters 1 through 3, and Revelation, the 5th chapter.